Bang! What it be, what it do, players? I'm sitting down here, I'm watching the game. And after the first half, I'm just dumbfounded. Like, I know you can come on here, do massive intro and all that, but since we're going live, let's just jump into it straight away. Huh? Look,
Hey man, hey,
hey, I can't hear you again. I lost you.
can you hear me? Better, better. Hello, hello, hello.
I lost you. It's not I had you now, I lost you. But you can hear me, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can hear
Look, guys,
you well.
a little bit shocked, man, but as I said in the previous shows, I didn't want to look too far ahead. I didn't want to say we could finish top four. I said top four is like a blessing. But you can see what happened today. See, Jinsa, I still can't hear you.
Can you hear
Still
me?
can't hear you. No, no, I still can't hear you.
I think the
Like,
stream the
can
stream
you
I
all
can
see
hear
what happened
myself.
today? This is what it's no, I still can't hear. When I can hear you, I'll let you know.
The the
But,
the the the
sorry,
stream I
no, I
can
can't
hear.
hear. Reality hits when you can't when oh hang on, let me check. Hang on, bro. Sorry guys, come trickle in, trickle in.
Come, come, come.
You hear me right? Okay, hang on. Let me. Sorry, guys. You
Mm.
see? Okay, you see? Manchester United has got me so screwed up. Oh my god, guys! All of us had such high hopes, high dreams that at least the first game, that we can get it done. We can sort it out. But look what happened. This is reality check, guys. This is reality. This is the reality check we're facing right now. The team is not ready. Okay, let's just start straight away. What is the most glaring thing that we saw there? Let me say first. The most glaring thing I saw there was Lisandro Martinez is not ready to play football. I'm telling you, defense Koya, again, right from the start of the game, they did that quick attack on the left, boom, 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 try to get the quick goal, same like that friendly they did. You saw that? The same thing, man, they tried to do. Lucky, didn't care. The one Tom Hinton came and did the save. Here, the fellow shot the ball out. All right. But again, they kept attacking the same thing, putting the ball behind Harry Maguire, and then they cut across, then first goal. Second goal again, they kept attacking and then counter attack. So to really sum it all up, it seems like we're picking off for we ended last season because some one line just came to my in my head. It's a brand new manager, a brand new feel, brand new mood, but it's the same old tired ass players.
Agreed. Fully agreed. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Okay, now I can hear.
Okay. I fully agree with you. I mean I think that the whole team is not ready. Martinez he looks more stable in the second half actually. In the first half I think he got a culture shock for a while playing against a Brighton team. You know Brighton is a very physical team and they press really hard against us in the first half. And I think we reverted back into the last year's Man United. I think that fear and that mindset suddenly creep back in. You can see like Ten Hag and his assistant, both of them, they were like, frowning to the maximum. I think their frown line is all the way up. I think, and since he's bald, right, you can see, all the way up.
Man, it's crazy.
It's
I
crazy.
think he's always been trying to control his emotions, but this time he just stood down there and then he put his head down. You
Mm.
can see he's always like the guy's like, I don't know. I think rude awakening. Whatever arrogance you had in
Mm.
the, can you imagine the press who have been
Mm.
asking him all those questions there, all those tough questions? He's trying to cover line, cover line, cover line. Slap in your face. This guy's
Yep.
been covering English football for a long time. They've seen guys like you come and go with all the arrogance of the world or whatever. He's absolutely got swallowed up badly, man. Guys, so what do you think was the you didn't say what you think was missing in the game? The biggest, the most glaring thing.
I think the most glaring thing is that the team is not a team proper yet. I feel you can see that's not the first half. Our midfield is all over the place, and then they actually expose. I don't really want to blame fully on the defense in the first half. It was actually the entire team that wasn't playing in a very how you put it in a very organized system that we saw in the preseason. Second half, then we can see that the system is becoming more apparent. You can see that we are playing a little bit more with more confidence. We are passing the ball with more intent. But the first half, the moment I see David De Gea cleared that ball, I know like, oh shit, this is the exact thing that in preseason. Whoa, what's that? That is the exact thing
Message,
that
yeah.
yeah, That is the exact thing that we saw that Ten Hag was screaming at David De Gea during the preseason. He said, "Don't pass the ball far up. Pass it to your defenders." But I think he panicked because he looked at the whole, the Brighton players, and they are huge, man. You look at them, they're huge, especially that Louis Dunk. The guy is like a head above everyone else. So the thing is, looking at this, I think he panicked for a while. The first half, I believe, like you said, the same old players, they reverted back to the same old players, like basically that we see last season. Then the thing is, the second half, we see that they come up with more, what you call confidence. They are more assured in what they are doing. So I don't think so. They are ready yet. The team.
See, I asked everybody what their expectations were this year. Said, no, we can get third place. Now after this match, how? I'm telling you seriously, guys. Look at like uh, I was shocked as heck to see him start with Ericsson and Bruno up front there. And I thought
Mm.
Bruno had a shit game today.
Oh,
Bruno's
it's
passes
horrible.
weren't there. It was I don't know where he was, and I thought we were going to go with some speed with
I,
Elanga and Sancho. But then he
I
started Bruno.
yeah, I think Brighton had the right approach to the game. They locked out Bruno, they frustrate him, and they locked out Sancho. You notice that in the first half, Sancho and Rashford barely had the ball. They know that what you call Bruno is going to be the playmaker there. They frustrate him. They fouled him. They push him. They blocked him. And like we keep talking during preseason, how Ten Hag will play the triangle. Triangle pass, triangle pass, triangle pass. They they thwarted that entire thing. They placed players in between our triangles all the time. Every time we want to form a triangle pass, there's always players in between that, to disrupt and destroy our flow. And once our flow is disrupted and destroyed, we know that our confidence at the moment is, trapped in, this hanging by a thread at the moment, because there's still lingering thoughts about what happened last season and all those things. And by doing so, they totally dismantled our midfield. We couldn't do our passing, and by forcing them to keep pushing forward, it exposes our defense. And I have to say, Danny Welbeck played really well, and he knows what to expose. If you notice, there's one not a set piece. They were setting up a play. Welbeck was on the left wing. Then after that, he ran towards in between Maguire and Martinez. And then when the ball came crossing, he ran towards Martinez because he knows that he had that height advantage. And Martinez is, I keep saying, like, he's not ready for the Premier League yet. This is his first Premier League game, and by I think I feel sorry for him because this first game he had to play against a Brighton team. It reminds me a little bit of how Evra got bullied in the first game against Manchester City. He's not the biggest player in the game, and then Trevor Sinclair was actually pushing on the left and targeting Evra because he's short and he knows that he's a head above Evra. When the ball comes in, easily he can get the ball, and that's what they do exactly with Martinez as well. I saw how Welbeck he ran towards Maguire. Then suddenly he thought Maguire would be thinking that, okay, I'll be marking Welbeck. He ran across Maguire and went towards Martinez. And that itself is actually, I think, it's a very brilliant move because they know our weaknesses. Maguire, he is not the fastest player. He is unable to track back. And then Martinez is shorter a little bit, and he may not be ready for the physicality of the Premier League game. So that's why you notice they were getting headers and headers and headers, in our penalty box. And we were lucky that their players are not accurate that enough to get the header. But that's the biggest exposure I see at the moment for our defense.
What they were doing is they kept passing the ball behind Harry Maguire. The whole Premier League knows to do that. But I still felt that the midfield wasn't closing down
Yep.
these guys who they're going to come and attack Harry Maguire number
Hmm.
one. So they left him exposed. That was the one thing I saw. And he was playing on the right today
Hmm.
because usually he plays on the left with sure. But this formation with the starting 11, I feel it's a bit. I don't know, man. Like I thought they were playing 4-2, kind of 4-2-3-1 or whatever. Then they say it's
Hmm.
4-3-3 because the 4-2-3-1 means Rashford's in front, Bruno's
Hmm.
in the left, middle is what's his face, Ericsson, right is
Hmm.
Sancho, and then behind Fred and Scott. That's what I thought they were doing. Seemed like that anyway, So it was like, and I'm like, you put Fred out there. I thought Bruno on the left there. I thought we wanted some speed. So just because Rashford is playing front, so I agree with Terry. I was a bit lost with the
Yep.
opening, but you see beautiful passes doesn't win us games. I know
Yep.
it'll get us some costing, but you see the team still seem very disjointed. So everything that happened in preseason, I can throw out the window because nobody had control of this game. I
Yep.
felt no only it's very short periods of time. I felt we were trying to build that thing, and then once the goal went in, all went to shit. And then
Yep.
I think Fred did well. Fred played well today with his tackles in the first half. I thought I know he made that mistake, but he recovered. Then later on, he made a few nice tackles. But they brought him out. I think, okay, you took Fred out. So you're going
You know
very.
why? I think I know why they did that because you look at the Brighton midfield. They're very physical. They're very big, and they needed someone bigger to come in, and I think that's the reason why they took Fred out.
Oh man, I tell you, I thought he was playing well. Then
Hmm.
they took him out, and then Martinez almost gave away a penalty. He went and barged and threw that fellow off. Lucky they didn't give it as a penalty. I thought we were going to 3-0
But
down at
I
that
like that
point.
man. I like that man.
Whew.
I like
Yeah,
that. I like that steal in Martinez. You know, it's like you're not going to bully me, man. I'm going to just butcher you. And then,
yeah,
no
he
pun
better.
intended.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he better be careful with that though. Yeah,
Yep.
he's going to learn though. So here's the thing. That's the thing. Martinez, he's not ready. That's my point. I don't
He's
think
not
this
ready
fella's
yet.
ready.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a bold statement to start with him, and we
Yep.
liked it. But wow, everything got thrown in our face, man. It's
But what do you
like
think about Shaw?
I thought Shaw played well today.
Really?
I thought Shaw played well.
I
I
felt
thought Shaw
Dalot
played well.
played better than Shaw actually.
I thought Dalo, Dalo was the one who left this fella exposed in that first
Yeah,
half. So I
defensively
wasn't so happy.
he was a little bit suspect.
Yeah, I thought Shaw
But
played okay. By the way,
but
okay
Shaw
means
was very
five lah.
quiet. Yeah, Shaw was very quiet. I felt the entire team was very quiet. The only players that were getting all the action is Maguire and Martinez. And of course
Yeah.
McTominay by fouling people so early he got a yellow card. That itself actually I think threw the game off a little bit.
Yeah, so Rashford had some chances in the second half here. There's one that he shot right on towards the goalkeeper. Oh man, that one I was like, that would have changed a lot of things, man. And it was a beautiful pass from Ronaldo.
Yeah, man.
So Rashford also seemed no, I mean we know Rashford is not Messi. I understand it, but yeah, these kind of players, I'm worried lah. So
Yeah.
even though first game of the season we can't even draw with Brighton, we're letting two at the back. The defense seemed koyak. So then after they almost gave away the penalty, Rashford had a chance to save it. And you all notice Ronaldo wasn't running full. He wasn't
He,
running
look-
full.
he looks tired, man.
Wasn't full. His feet weren't really lifted off the ground. He wasn't really like really chugging
Mm.
it. He was just like kind of little mini steps running to it. So wait, what? So just to sum up that game, what the fuck is going on? That's the question. It's like no one is healthy, no one is ready. One fella just Anthony Martial is a striker and then injured. Then now we are going to play like this.
Do you think that if Martial was in the team, we would actually play better?
I think it would have been a bit different. Lah. I think the fella was playing with us right preseason. And the
Mhm.
fella knows how to play, he knows how to shoot and all that. I think it would have made a difference, lah. Not Rashford. Because I don't know, man. Rashford missing that
Yeah,
one, the
actually,
straight at the
that
goalkeeper
one,
killed
yeah,
me.
that one. If it was Martial there, I think Martial, Sancho, or even I mean, sad to say, Ronaldo or Greenwood, that would have been a goal. I'm quite surprised that Rashford actually missed that though. He
Hmm.
seems to be. I think he's still building up his confidence. He still haven't got his full confidence yet. Like, his body language wasn't that good today. He looks really
Yes.
disappointed and missing two big opportunity like that. I think that's gonna haunt him a little bit, man.
So you see how we can make a case for ourselves that Liverpool also drew 2-2 yesterday. Chelsea got a narrow win with a penalty 1-0. So maybe a lot of teams aren't ready. But here's the thing, you know, Manchester United lah.
Mhm.
I got to come back to that all the time. We have to expect higher standard. And yes, we know it's a work in progress, but if it's a work in progress, how come after this game we are not feeling that kind of work in progress kind of mood? Instead, what we're feeling is deflated the fuck again.
It's work in
You see,
progress from last season. The same thing.
it's like
Stalled,
honest,
project
very
stalled.
honest, very honest. Like I'm sort of trying to figure it out, and I'm thinking we do like I also understand, yeah, you got to show, so you got to speak the truth. So I also understand that if we are eyes, and I said also I will stick behind the manager. It's a work probably we get to it. We saw what happened, and we see what the club's trying to do to get players, and we're getting very frustrated with the Frankie De Jong. Lisandro Martinez came in late. Ericsson also came in very late. Hardly got time to assimilate with the team. You know what I'm saying? And then we say, okay, we are good. We tell ourselves it's good, it's good. We keep that hope, and then bang, like that first half 2-0 in your
Mhm.
face. So if it's a rebuild move, it should be a rebuild feel.
Mhm.
But the feel now is worry. What y'all think, Chad? Let me know. Isn't the feel now worry? I don't know. What you think, Vincent? What do you think?
Um, I wouldn't be too worried yet. It's the first game of the season, and like I say again, the second half showed a lot of positive that I want to see. You can see that it's a whole different team. We came out second half with more intent. We came out second half with a with a clear objective of what we want, and we were more organized in the second half. Unfortunately, we could not finish off. I think that one was a little bit of a let off because Rashford missed two really big glaring chances, and I think there's one Ericsson also. He got the ball, but he tried to shoot or pass. He was like trying to be creative, but there's no one there. I have to say can see that slight work in progress there. There's slight work in progress there, but um, we still got a lot more to do. To be really
Like,
honest,
none of you expected a loss today, right? Let's be honest. Y'all expected a worse a draw. But the
yeah, actually, I
reality
kind
is,
of expected a draw.
yeah, I wanted us to win 100%. I said 1-0. I said I was hoping the way we defended, we could hold on to that, but then bang, two goals went in. So
Mhm.
again, we are exposed. So I also wanted to win, but worst to come to worst, a draw. But
Mhm.
what the hell, a loss at home opening season now. Okay, so if you look on the bright side, it's like kind of like a good awakening, a rude awakening, work in progress, not work in regress, bro. Seriously hope it's not work in regress, man, because like I said, if we're old enough at this point to actually kind of know that what it feels like when we in a rebuild lah. Like when Louis Van Gaal, whatever
Mhm.
the clown came in and Mourinho came in, like okay, Mourinho came in, we had statement buys, no Pogba and all these fellas all came in lah. Then things start to go to shit. Player power comes into play and all that, and then after all these years, we Ole we throw it out and then become with Ten Hag. And then now, I think the glaring problem is how our transfer market has been handled lah, up to this point.
Yep.
Because if Ericsson and Martinez were backups or first choice and they came in late, now I got a problem with them right now. And then we're still going to chase De Jong until the end of the season. And then De Jong coming, is he really going to change? What's going to happen in this midfield here? Who the fuck is leaving? So, you know what I mean? It's like you try to find answers. You try to find like something to tell you in your mind. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But then our next game against who again? After, hang on, hang on. The next game is against
Brentford,
like our opponent FPL.
Brentford. We're playing Brentford on next Sunday, next
Next
Saturday
game
night lah. Saturday night.
and next
Brent
game against Brentford.
Brentford,
Another
then
another
Liverpool.
tough one away. And then
Your
Liverpool.
way,
So
yes.
all those things we said, it's not. Hey, we got this. How many points did we get in the first 5 games? How many all this shit on Twitter? People trying to get followers and all these clicks and fucking unclicks and all that. Up y'all's, man. Yo, I had Rashford in the fantasy. I was thinking try to get one goal. Buta, both miss. So it's like, honestly, man, what do you think? Should we chalk it up to it just being that mind is the first game?
Mhm.
We give them chance, let them, try to simulate. Or be honest with me right now, you're worried. Seriously, you're worried not?
I,
Like
I, I,
I,
I personally no, I don't. I'm not worried yet. Yet. I'm giving it another few more games.
I'm
Then I'll let
I
you know when I'm worried.
you know why I'm worried? Extra worried because of the substitutions that he made also, like taking out Fred and all that. I'm thinking, is my guy, is the boss reading the game well? Does he is he seeing what we're seeing, or I don't know, man. I don't know what the method to the madness is, but if the midfield are letting people come up to the final third and get passes like this across without even giving any protection, I'm worried. There's one point also I saw Lisandro asking Fred or somebody, the guy in front of him, where you standing, man? I need to pass the ball. You don't wanna.
Mhm.
No, okay, then he passes it to Shaw, and then Shaw tries to bring it up. Brighton closes down. Then we leave. It's just, I don't know lah. I don't know. I think the bravest thing to do there probably was to take out Bruno.
Yeah, and he brought in Garnacho. I was like, oh, Garnacho. Huh. I was quite surprised he brought in Garnacho, but unfortunately, he didn't really get to touch the ball.
Enough time. Yeah. It was Elanga.
Elanga.
Malasia and Garnacho. I like
Yeah.
we both like Garnacho
Mm.
over here. So it was nice to see. So I think this next game, let's do this lah. This next game. I think I know Bruno is one of the main fellas in the team and all that, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Take him
Yep.
out. Put one of the young fellas there, let him run his ass off. Someone needs to tell Sancho that he's not fit enough. So we can, because you look at Phil Foden and how he's playing, you see how fit he is and how fast he can run.
Mhm.
Kevin De Bruyne, and you look at our players, you can really tell the fitness not there because they in the off season are training. Rashford and Langa, whatever, I don't know what's happening. They look fit, but whatever. Sancho is not fit because he's flying first class. I'm going to flex with the wind. The wind can't touch me. Flex with the side of the side with a slice of cheese. You know what I mean? All this rapping shit, flying first class, not training, bro. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
man. We're trying to get to the Champions League. So someone needs to knock this boy in his head and tell him, no, you need to work a little bit harder. We need a fucking striker like ASAP, man, because yo, this ain't working. Some of the crosses should have gone in early into the box, so it didn't happen from Dalo. My commentator was saying that. I was like, yeah, I also think so. You have
Mm.
at one point we had like Rashford and another fellow, both of them inside there. Ball didn't come in. Ball went back to the midfield.
Yep.
So what's the formation, the strategy here? I don't know. His press conference will be interesting. We'll react to it maybe another day. But yeah, okay, 5 games lah. Five
See,
games.
yeah.
I come back
Let me
after the
check
first
and
game.
see whether is the press conference out already.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that fast. Usually it takes like an hour for us to see it. Yeah. Yes, unless the short one. The short one he'll probably say like we're not ready, not fit. And then the press conference they'll probably ask him, were you right to actually play Lisandro
Mhm.
Martinez? Was he actually ready? But then who knows whether Varane and Lindelof are, you know, injured or
Mhm.
not. Strike
Lindelof
force
wasn't in
no
the squad, right? He was up there with Martial
Martial
and
what's his face?
Bailly.
Bailly. Yeah,
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 all
correct.
three
Yeah,
of
the
them were
three
up
of
there. I know
them.
they were laughing at the. I think Lindelof was bringing some popcorn or some shit. I remember seeing them strike back. They were passing among themselves.
Oh my god.
They said, "Oh,
Oh
this is
my
gonna be
god.
fun. Let's watch a movie."
Oh my god! Because like if you see I watched the Liverpool game, it was good, man. Despite them going like 2-0 and they 1-1, 2-1, whatever it was, they
Mhm.
played very well, man. You can see there's a pattern. They know. Pa, 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 cut across, cut across. Like Darwin, there's one chance he went to the right, Salah crossed, then he
Mhm.
tried the back thing, keeper saved it. They did the same thing again, then he scored. It's like I can see the bloody fella evolving in front of my eyes,
Yeah.
And then the Chelsea game, so I saw some highlight. I couldn't watch the full game.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, so not bad. City game, we'll see. City game, what's the score?
Actually, yeah. Let's look at the standings.
They're
Okay.
playing. They're playing at 11:30. Okay, so City play later. So okay lah. I watched the City game. Probably definitely got to react to it. But in all honesty, it doesn't seem like. I feel like we are just where we left off. To be really
Mhm.
very honest with you, man. I
Agreed.
feel
Agreed. I fully agreed with you there
you
in that.
know like it's a gut punch. Like all the hey guys, listen. Y'all gotta face the music, man. Tomorrow I work. Hold on, let me take a sip.
Let me see my WhatsApp group.
Hey,
It's a little
thanks for
bit
tuning in,
quiet.
guys. Appreciate it. Thank
So
you all
far,
so
so good,
much.
man. So far, so good. I'm just gonna put
Look,
my the other group on mute.
look, man. Y'all gotta go and face the music tomorrow. Unfortunately, it's sad. I'm gonna like kind of. I saw people trickling in the sides. I was like, okay, let's see what City was doing. But look, man. I think we are where we left off. I don't really know what else to say. I
Yep.
swear to God, I feel like I pretty much like summed it up because
What do you think about Ericsson's performance?
I I was thinking shouldn't start him lah.
But I felt he
Really.
was compared to Bruno, he was a better creative outlet.
If that was the question, that my answer is same as yours. If it's going to ask me to compare between Ericsson and Bruno, Ericsson played a better game. But if
Yep.
you ask me what do I think of this one, I'm like, I felt they shouldn't have started. We shouldn't have started with him.
But who would have been in that position
I
besides
need
Ericsson?
change the formation up. Put Bruno there and put Elanga in on the left or on sorry on lah, on the left lah. Yeah, take Rashford spot. 'Cause Sancho prefers the right. Yeah. So put Elanga in front.
But
Put Bruno back.
Sancho wasn't effective on the right. He wasn't doing jack shit there, man.
And I wonder whether it was because of Ericsson,
Yeah, it
whether
could
they
be.
were marking him too much. So you see, there's so many variations, but I just feel they shouldn't have started with him. Lah. I thought um, at least start with the familiar formation that they have been playing with for a while. Because as a manager, so he also just came in, right? And Ericsson is kind of new, so start with the familiar formation that you are with, and then see how the first half goes, and then second half, bring him in like so. Wow, statement, matcha, whatever. Wow, start him. Wow, that position. Okay, fine. Bruno on
Ericsson
the
and
left.
Martinez, man, not bad.
Yeah, correct. I agree, Matthew. Ericsson played well. Yeah, he played more composed.
Mhm.
So yeah, good. We got differing opinions, which is good. At least you kind of look at the game in that way. So anyway, I'm just gonna call it, guys. And thank you all for tuning in. I really
Mhm.
don't know what the fuck is going on,
I'm not
but
worried yet. I'm not worried
let's see
yet.
what the
I'm
next game
still
happens.
steady.
Yeah, let's see what the next game happens against Brentford. Brentford
Yeah, but
drew with Leicester 2-2. 2-2. Let's so Malaysian. Tony and De Silva scored. Castani and Dewsbury Hall scored. So they scored more goals than us away from home.
mhm.
And Tony was linked with us, right? Ivan Tony.
Mhm.
Wow. Vardy had one assist. Madison had the other assist. Our score sheet, is just
Mhm.
Brighton with the guy with the goal. Assist Welbeck. March gets another assist. I don't know why. Manchester United all zero. Zero for goal scored. Zero for assist. Whatever. Yellow cards, however, we got Maguire, Shaw, McTominay, Martinez. 4 yellow cards. Man, practice your jutsus. Fingers crossed. Say a little prayer for us. I mean, say a little prayer. The 90s hits, greatest hits. And Lord Almighty God, I hope to God lah,
Mhm.
that we win the next game. Because we lose the next game. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Ole,
All
ole,
over
ole,
again.
ole. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer all over again. Maybe we're going to see a sacking in a few months. It's all day. Anyway, you guys have to drop Rashford from your FPL, I think. We all fucked
Let
up
me see. Did I have him in?
bringing him in. Really screwed up
I
bringing
have
him.
him in
And
my team.
and Spurs yesterday, Dyer, Sessegnon, Kulusevski all scored, man. So any of you who were hoping for Son and Kane, forget it. And look, all the big teams, the home teams all won. Arsenal
Mhm.
won away to Crystal Palace 2-0. All right, Jesus didn't score, but Martinelli, whoever had him, fantastic, he scored. Spurs 4-1 at home. Leeds at home won 2-1. Bournemouth 2-0. Fulham and Liverpool 2-all. Not bad. Okay, it's a decent game, but Liverpool will figure it out. They'll figure it out. They already figured it out that day. Watch Darwin. Darwin is good. Guys, this Darwin fella is good. Oh, let's talk about that then. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Mhm.
Darwin yesterday in that game was good. I'm telling you, it was good. I said in the preseason that one against us was bullshit. It was nothing. We all just wanted to something to to hate on. So because we are a bunch of haters, so we hated on him. He was good. He really was evolving during the match, man. There's some understanding there because there's a good system there. Please go and watch a Liverpool game, and then come here, and then you see how we are playing today, and you'll see that if you put Liverpool at that 10, they say complete,
Mhm.
honestly, watching our game today, we have 5. Because we still
Agreed.
don't know who to pass the ball to, who's going to take it, and who's going to bring it up. Yesterday in
Yes.
that game, it's not that Fulham had control of the game, but there was a period that they had, and they scored goals from it, right?
Mhm.
And then it got topsy turvy because it was a very open game. But the second half and towards the end, it was all Liverpool guys, even though it was away. So they had control of the game. We didn't have lah. And I thought we would figure it out in preseason. And because Ericsson came in so late, then suddenly he's coming in late, and we are playing him today. I kind of maybe that was what I just realized I was kind of struck me lah. I just didn't have the words for it. It just came. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
there's
that's why
there's
I
no
even check.
there's no wavelength yet among the players.
Nah, no wavelength. Correct. There's no subliminal bolomara. I hope it's there. I hope it comes. I hope they have faith and they're not too down on themselves. But compared to all the other 5 teams I mentioned, and the last one is the 16 Chelsea also won away 1-0. So guys, we got to manage our expectations. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. We're going to keep it as real as we can here this season. I mean, I'm keeping it pretty real. It's the hope that kills you, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So anyway, thank you all for tuning in, man. Peace out.